guys, welcome back to Tip Tuesday. My name is Matthew Sturkey with Stone Mill Log and Timber Homes. Thanks for joining us this week. Last week we had special guest Catherine Greenfield in to talk about tips for financing options for your log or timber frame home. This week we're going to talk about self-financing tips. We're not talking about owner financing, what you would see from a seller owner financing a transaction. We're talking about self-financing. We surprisingly get a lot of homeowners that have equity in their current homes and they're using equity to self-finance their building project. And so what I want to talk about is tips for self-financing your project. You know, what things do you need to look out for? What tips do you need to learn in order to self-finance your project? And there's three that I want to talk about today. The first one is going to be to create a budget. Don't get sloppy just because you're self-financing and you don't have a lending institution needing a full set of prints and a full-blown turnkey estimate. Still go through those same motions. Make sure that you have all those I's dotted and those T's crossed. Make sure that you prepare an accurate, comprehensive, a good faith turnkey budget to know exactly what all your expenses are going to be going into the project. So create a budget, do your due diligence, and make sure that you have all of those things in place, just like if you were financing the project with a lending institution. The second thing is to create a separate account for your building project to track expenses. I really think it's a good idea to not mix personal expenses and building project expenses. Go ahead and set up a construction account with your lending institution as a separate account so that you can track all the deposits going in and you can track all the expenses going out against your building budget, just so you can keep a track of where you are throughout the project for each line item and know what debits and credits you've got, where you are within relation to your budget goals. And then the third item is to create a draw schedule, just like you were with a construction loan. Create a draw schedule so you know how much is being paid out so that you can properly allocate those funds for those certain draws that are coming up for foundation, for the log and timber package, for roofing, for rough-in. Make sure that draw schedule is very specific and very accurate towards that budget goal and towards those expenses that are going to be coming up so that you can properly plan ahead for what expenses are coming up. So those are three of many things that I would definitely recommend and tips for self kind of owner financing your building project. And if you have any other questions about self-financing, we have a lot of experience with that because we get a lot of clients that are using their own money to pay for the project as they go through. So hopefully this has been helpful today. Please join us next week as we start a 4-part series on finding the ideal land. In the meantime, please stay safe and healthy. Take care, and we look forward to seeing you next week for more Tip Tuesday. See you later.